Sean, sign off in the pre-season schedule with a 1-0 defeat at Celtic, but plenty of positives for you to take.
Listen, I couldn't be kind of prouder of the team, and the last pre-season fixture was always one that we were always looking forward to, and again, you're not going to play against that quality every week, so it was a really good test for us. Listen, naturally you're disappointed with a 1-0 defeat, of course you are, but I was really proud of how we done. I thought what I've asked of them in terms of their structure and their shape and not jumping out when you don't need to, but listen, we had a moment in the first half where we actually do jump out our shape and they score, so it just shows you that against a team of obviously Celtic's quality that you need to be so disciplined, and I thought for large parts we were tonight, so no, I couldn't be happier with the group.
Looking through my notes from the first half, it was how compact the team was. It was an exercise of working without the ball, wasn't it? And they did stay in that shape. Yeah,
because again, listen, you're going to come up against teams in the Championship that you're going to have a spell against Championship teams where you're going to have to suffer without the ball. That's just the way it is. But this was an exercise for us to show how fit we were as well, and I thought our fitness levels were absolutely first class. And the group worked so hard, and obviously we'll analyse it in terms of the data and how that looks, etc. But I could see it with my own eyes how hard they worked. But the big thing for us, and like any team playing Celtic, you need to have that consistency. You need to do that again. So when we play Spartans next week, like, listen, it'll be a different game, but we need to make sure that we have the same attitude, and that's about us trying to get that message to the players this week. So no, but listen, as I said, I was really happy with kind of how the structure and stuff like that went. So as I said, it was a good kind of exercise for us as well, as much as our final pre-season game.
You spoke about the fitness there. That was evident towards the end of the game, where there were some chances
at
the other end.
Yeah, I think even like Cal pulls a save off towards the end of the game, but I actually think it's a foul, if I'm being completely honest. But listen, I understand that when you play these teams, sometimes it's just the way it is. But I thought like we managed to get after them a wee bit more, which was always, listen, you've always got a game plan in mind, and that was later on. You see like Tamam and Tyrese and how positive, and Seb and obviously like Roddy in the middle of the pitch and Aidan McGinley. Like, I was really happy with them as well, because I've told them, listen, you might not start the game, but you can make an impact, and I was really happy with their impact. So no, it was as I said, a squad, which is important. We built a squad, not just a team, and they came on and made a good impact, so it was good.
You mentioned the subs there, but one of the boys that started the game, Cole Buck, he put in quite a performance in the first half.
The kid's 16. Do you know what I mean? You can't ask for. He took everything that I asked him to do, and he took letter of the law. And listen, he's obviously got Charlie Fox and Ewan Murray and Carlo kind of talking him through the game and stuff. But even they're saying to me, there, my man was talking. He was making sure that he was talking to us in front. And for a 16-year-old kid to go and play against that calibre of player, it's like, for him, like, just amazing. Do you know what I mean? For the discipline that he showed as well. He didn't jump out his shape, but no, really happy with him. So he can listen. I think he'll be really happy himself. So no, I'm buzzing for him.
It's quite a development from him, from playing against Annan at the start of the pre-season to starting against Celtic.
He deserves it. So listen, if they might be young, but if they're good enough, they'll play. And he showed that he's got the maturity of a. Listen, he's got maturity of a kind of 20-year-old, if you want to call it that, or even further. He's 16, but he has shown that he can come in and make an impact. And again, we've got Daryl Carrick on the bench tonight. He's just coming back again. He's got to then go, right, well, I can come in and I can do that as well. That's the reason why we've got the squad. And listen, we do have a young squad, but you've seen tonight that even Jamie Bradley in the first half, excellent, 18. So again, I'm like really proud of the young players, but also proud of the experienced players for helping them along as well.
Positive end to pre-season and now into the competitive football next weekend against Spartans.
Yep. No, that's what we're gearing up for. That's, as I said, this game was always going to be how was our fitness, how we were in terms of what that looked like. So I've been happy with getting everybody kind of shared minutes throughout. There's a few of the boys actually going to Oban tomorrow with the 19s who will take part in that as well, because they need to get out and play games as well. So it means that everybody is ready for next week, not just the players that start tonight, but everybody in the squad. So when they're called upon, then they boot. They're there. Do you know what I mean? They're needed. So no, I'm looking forward to next week, and it's been a really good and exciting pre-season.